Hello, 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 and welcome into episode 3 of We Made It Nice. I'm Paulina,
And I'm Lucy.
and we are here on an early, well, I guess when you guys are listening to it, it will be Sunday, but we're here on an early Saturday morning recording. Thank you for accommodating my schedule, Lucy.
You're welcome. It is currently 8:16.
It is.
This is like noon for me, you know?
Yeah, so we have decided to record at 8. Lucy's computer is from 1982, so
Literally.
to record.
It is the original Apple computer.
It literally should have the one.
This is the one that Steve Jobs made from scratch. You know? It's wild that we have it.
So I was laying down at 7:30 in my bed and I didn't get a text from Lucy. So I was like hoping under some grace of the gods.
Is that why you texted me?
Yeah, that she was asleep and forgot, and her child was like sleeping till noon today. And I was like, "Are you awake?" Because I didn't want to get out of bed.
Sure.
We're
just like lazy and we're cozy. We're in our We Made It Nice.
Yes, we're in our merch.
We did not plan this, but we're in our merch. We finally have them in, so we will get them to you guys
ASAP.
And then anything that needs to be mailed, I will be mailing out on Monday. So
yes, today is on my list. I have 3 things to do today, and I've already forgotten one of them.
Sure.
But one of them was that.
Okay, is this another one, or is this not even like the recording?
No, this wasn't it. One is get an Ethernet cord because I need to upload something for work, and it's way too big to do over Wi-Fi. The second one was go buy the gift bags and package all of the We Made It Nice merch.
I thought you ordered them on Amazon.
I didn't.
Sure. Okay.
I didn't. So I'm just gonna go through them and start like posting note on the dining room table and kind of going
for
through
which ones they are. Yeah.
Yeah. And then third is I don't remember. Oh, I have to send my friend Carson an email.
Cute. An email.
I need to write it down. I need to write this down.
You need to write it down.
But
so while you're writing that down, should we start with like our little fun activity that we did this week?
Well, what I wanted to say was that these sweatshirts are really comfy. I just like wanted to give a plug again.
Oh my God.
Super comfortable.
So comfy.
We do have a handful left. And maybe you will
have an opportunity
to get. We have some other merch too. That was like when you buy a certain amount, you get a little something. So there is a world where you could be winning something soon.
Potentially. TBD. We'll get back to you.
Okay, so on that. Send Carson an email.
Send Carson an email. You need an Ethernet thing, cable.
And then package
cord.
And it's only 8 a.m. Yep, so the baby is awake. So Lucy was awake, so I had to get out of bed.
Yeah, my kid wakes up at 7:30, although this morning she decided to start like screaming at 6:40. So
I've been in like a Disney kick. So the other day I watched Brave.
Yeah, that one, like, if I never watch Brave again, I'll be fine. It's a good movie, but it's like, I don't know.
I felt that way, and then I watched it, and I was like, wow.
I'll be fighting for my own hand.
Right? Yeah, I think that we should watch it.
I
feel like we sound loud. Turn your gain down a little bit. Here's our technical difficulties.
Down closer to like the eye.
Yes. This is the most fun when I ask Lucy to do something technical and she's like, hee hoo. I don't know what to do. And then last night I watched Finding Dory.
I don't know if I've ever watched Finding Dory. I don't know that it was needed. Also, fuck Ellen. Plugging that right in too.
I really liked it. I forgot that I watched it once and I forgot the story. And I really honestly,
Dory.
Yeah, I wanted to cry. It was really cute. So you should watch it.
Okay, I'll watch it. I know once my kid's like older, she's gonna want to watch all these. So I feel like I'll just get my fill of
She can't watch Toy Story without Uncle Tom.
I know.
Uncle Tom has called that.
I am like fully decked out.
Me too. We made it nice. Except we look like gremlins in this.
Yeah, that's scary.
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 Yes, so let's get into the episodes of the week. Do you want to start with our fun little activity?
Do we want to end with it? I don't know. We haven't really chatted about it.
Let's start with it and then end with the trash bag.
Okay. So we did on our Instagram. You guys can ask us questions like hot topics, Bravo related obs. And then we would get into it and we would talk about it.
One of them is not Bravo related.
Correct. One of them is our other sister who is like about to have a baby. So she's bored as hell.
Yesterday.
And yeah. And she asked who the dumber bitch was. And I said a P, obviously, which I feel like that's like a no-brainer. So I don't even know why we're entertaining this question.
That's true. I would agree with that statement.
Right. Okay. So that was easy.
That one was easy.
What's
the funniest or the dumbest thing I've ever done that made you laugh?
What's the dumbest thing you've ever done? Oh,
or
wow.
Funniest.
You're funny.
Oh my God. Funny.
You knew that though. You're just like looking for
funny
compliments.
Yeah, I'm the funny one. Lucy's the pretty one, and Simone is, I don't know if she wanted us to ever say her name, but we did, is the smart one, and she doesn't like her title.
I want to be known for more than just being like the pretty one.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, people said we all look alike. Or if it makes you feel worse.
That makes me feel worse.
Good.
What is individual about me?
See, when people tell me that I look like you, I'm like, I do? And then I'm like,
no. See, when people tell me that like I look like you, I'm like, no.
Like your baby.
No, now I have to go lay in the middle of the street.
Your baby is so cute that I like tell my boyfriend all the time, if my baby doesn't look like this, I'm gonna be upset. And my baby's and your sister are twins, and I'm like, but you don't look like her husband, so I'm scared.
Not even a little bit does Tom look like Scott.
I'm scared about what's gonna happen because I want a baby to look like Scott.
It'll happen, and we don't know what our next one's gonna look like, but
God bless.
Yeah, don't have to worry about that.
Do you have an answer?
A couple years. So I would say like the dumbest thing was probably that you like basically curb stomped yourself and your tooth fell out.
Yeah, that's probably up there on the funniest thing I've ever done.
And then funniest, I don't know.
The thing I ever tried to do was accidentally try to bring pepper spray into the Mari show.
That's dumb.
It was an accident. It was on my keys. And the woman's like, you can't bring this. And I was like, right.
I love and this falls in the funny category, not dumb, or actually in the dumb category. Okay. But I love that we're in Mexico, we're in the pool, we're drinking our margaritas, but it's like literally elevator music. And you go up to the DJ and you're like, hey, can you play something that doesn't suck?
And he didn't.
And he didn't. He was like, I'm playing Pitbull or something. And you're like, this isn't Pitbull.
And then I came back to you guys and I was like, guys, he's not doing it. But it's so weird because I asked so nicely. Yeah. And our cousin was like, I literally just heard you say, play something that doesn't suck.
Yeah. So you're funny. You've definitely won the funny category.
God. Thank you.
There's just so many other things, just like little things.
I look like a gremlin today, like your kid. So I needed that little boost.
My kid looked like a gremlin one time and you won't drop it.
She looked insane.
She's just like eating. Okay. So let's get into the actual questions people asked us. In all of the franchises of all times, who is our best dressed and who is our worst dressed? And I have an answer already. And I would like to go first so that you have to pick somebody else.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
can I guess who you're going to say?
Sure.
You're going to say Dorita's the best dressed and Giselle is the worst dressed.
Yes.
Because that's what I would have said.
Because that's like, I feel like what everybody would say, but it's so true. Dorit just like understands the assignment. She puts thought into every like party that she goes to. Some of the things like I don't love, but I love that there's thought behind it. And I love that it's like, she actually gives a shit. So like, I super appreciate that. I'm really into clothes and fashion. So like, I love that. Giselle, my sis, I feel like for years and years, we the audience have been like, girl, you need to find a stylist who doesn't suck. Can you wear something that doesn't suck? And I think she recently got a new stylist like a year or two ago. And like, he already needs to be fired like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
So that's my pick.
Oh my God. That is so
I have
hard.
another one for worst dress, but it's not really like, well, I'll let you go.
I'm going to guess you're going to say Gina.
I was gonna say Gina or Teddy, but
Because
Gina's like reinventing herself, so I appreciate that.
I was gonna say Gina because I had nobody else to pick. Or I was gonna say, and not for worst dress, more just like vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
No, Noella was cute. I don't know. You have left me.
So for worst dress, I was gonna say Chanel Ian. Not that it's
Oh, I
bad, but
forgot about
like
Dubai.
it's just so over the top and it doesn't fit like the setting. Like it's one thing like you want to stand out or whatever, but it's another thing you're wearing a ball gown to like
Are you answering for me?
the local kebab place. I am. Yeah, I am. Who's your best though?
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna preface it. Also, look at my cute V-Day nail.
I was just gonna say, can people please compliment Polina's nails because she's very upset I didn't compliment her.
I didn't. I just said, did you like them? You freak. um, so I don't think anybody dresses like Dorit. Okay, so I'm gonna put Dorit all the way up at the top, right?
Yeah.
With the labels and everything. But there is a woman that I think is always dressed so well, and that if I had didn't look like me and looked like skinny like them,
I want to guess.
I want to wear everything that they wear. I have loved. Go guess.
Melissa Gorga.
No, but that is an excellent guess. And Melissa Gorga, like that's what I'm saying. What I'm
Because you say that all the time. Every time you're like, oh my God, I love that dress. Or like all the stuff that she has on
I
Envy.
do. I actually forgot about her. How could I forget about Melissa? We'll get into that. Actually, we should talk about Melissa a little bit today. But I that's not who I was gonna say. It's a good answer. I was gonna say Lisa Hochstein.
Oh,
I think everything she wears is super cute. And Alexia. I think Alexia is very well dressed.
yes, she does. She's a little too though, like
Young.
no, she dresses a little, yeah, too young for herself.
Alexia.
She's hot, but it's like Alexia. I will say I saw one of our comments when we posted about the reunion looks, and I totally agree with this person. But they said that Marisol this season is like killing it, and I would agree with the exception of like the birds. The bird,
I think her reunion look could be the best one, which
her
we'll get
reunion
into.
look was so chic. Like all of the girls looked amazing. I wish Nicole's dress was long. I love it, and it's Belmont, and I love it, but I wish it was long because it just feels like it doesn't fit with the rest of the group. Larsa, it seems like she wore the exact same dress that she wore to last season, so I'm like, I'm bored.
Who do you think is the best dress?
I honestly like it's between Kiki and Gertie for me.
Gertie was insane. She's an amazing body.
But like, and so I always am like a little shady with the if you don't like it. So I'm like, oh my God, amazing smoke show. And it's like a little left to the imagination. And she responded with, we use like bandages and like foundation and everything. And I was like, girl, you look hot. Like I'm not coming at you. I just, needed something to fill in. But she looked amazing, and Kiki too.
Insane.
I really liked Kiki.
I think they did great. My best dress and I think this is kind of why my answer was this. I think Lisa Hochstein looked insane. Like that.
Yeah, they all looked fabulous.
Except for Alexia and Julia.
We said when we were talking. Oh yeah, Julia looked like in Aladdin, the last scene when Jasmine's stuck in the hourglass.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the outfit that, like the red one, but obviously Julia's was gold. Mm-hmm. That's like the vibe I got. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, she literally looks like Jasmine. And Jasmine's hot as hell. Alexia, I was confused with, and I don't really think it fit as much.
She looked like a cocktail waitress.
Yeah, I didn't love it. So but Kiki looked insane, and I love that it was like velvet.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard to say. I do. Lisa is my best dressed of this reunion. But like,
and we talked about this when we were on with Adriana. We were like, you guys, and it's always cohesive, but they always look so good together. And every other franchise needs to call the Miami ladies and be like, hey, well, what do I wear? Or like, help me pick, these 3 outfits.
Like, I don't like Alexia's, but would I put that dress on the list of worst reunion looks? Absolutely not. I would not.
No.
I would absolutely not.
My worst dress for this reunion is, I think, Nicole, but it's not bad. I just wish that it was long, and I wish her hair was up. Like
Yeah.
she did like the wet look, which
I wish she
feel
did
like
the Dorit bun.
the Dorit bun, and I wish the gown was long. But there are no bad dressed.
Do you have a
They all
one
look
worst
amazing.
dressed ever at a reunion?
Worst dressed at a reunion.
Ever. I have mine.
Okay, why don't you go? I gotta think.
Jennifer Shaw, purple. Yzma. Worst reunion
Oh, that
dress
was
I've
bad.
ever seen in my entire life.
Oh. Okay. Caroline Brooks. She with the ice
queen
crown. Yeah. No. Big no for me.
That's a no. Okay, well, that was question number 2. So let's keep going.
Yeah. So the next question was, like everyone in Jersey and Alexia say that Teresa is the greatest. Do we think that she acts differently? Excuse me, when the cameras are up?
I don't.
I don't either.
I think that's what she is like.
I think people kiss her ass because she is, and she is, I'm not taking this away from her. She is, as Bethany would say, like a Mount Rushmore head housewife. Like she is an OG. She brings it. She understands the assignment. That's why she's still around. I can get that and I can appreciate that. I think people kiss her ass because of it. But like, I don't think she's any different because on camera, she's an idiot. So like, why would she act that way on camera and then not off camera? That's what I think. But we know I don't like Teresa.
Yes, I think other people act different towards Teresa when the camera is on. I don't think Teresa acts different when the camera is on.
Yes, I would agree with that.
That's what I think. Is there a third question? Or was that all the questions?
There was a third question. If we could, would we bring back LVP? And I'm curious to see what you would say.
I would if her and Kyle were to reconcile.
So I was talking about this last night, and I would, because they're all on the outs with her. And I think that it would be like a little bit of like vindication for Lisa to be called back. Also, when Lisa was on the show, it wasn't this like petty shit that we've talked about, like, for a couple episodes now. Like the franchises now, I think all the franchises have just gotten into this like petty, like mean shit. And I feel like Lisa Vanderpump was like the era where it was good and it was gold. So I would love to see that dynamic come back, and then seeing all of them kiss Vanderpump's ass to be back in her good graces because Rinna's out. I also said to my husband last night, they should do an ultimate girls trips of people that Rinna has burned. So you would have LVP, you would have Denise, you would have Kim Richards, you would have Camille, you would have, who else is the bitch burned?
Eileen? No, they're still friends.
No, they're still friends. But like
Kathy.
Thank you. So that's a 5 women already.
Yeah, they'll never do that.
I know, but I just thought that it was funny.
Well, speaking
of
especially
since Rinna's out.
Speaking of girls trips, you see that Caroline and Brandy have officially exited Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip season 4.
Yes. Brandy was asked to leave and Caroline left on her own accord. Did you read what happened?
No.
Okay. So they were apparently at a party and Brandy was like, as she gets when she's drunk, she's like all over Caroline and like kissing Caroline and like all over her. And Caroline's like, stop, like get off me. I don't want to be touched. I don't want to be kissed, blah, blah, blah. And she like kept doing it and kept doing it and kept doing it. And apparently like kept kissing her. And Caroline was very uncomfortable. She talked to the producers like, I'm feeling violated, or like, my space, boundaries, whatever. And so Bravo producers asked Brandy to leave because this isn't the first time that people are like, she is invading my space. So
the party, or asked to leave the trip?
Asked to leave, I think, the trip, because she left. I think the headlines have been vague, but I think it's that she left the trip. And then Caroline decided to leave because,
I think this
But
cast
another
was
rumor,
weird.
yeah, another rumor is that Brandy like threw something at Caroline, like a hummus board or whatever, and said like this is for Dina.
I believe that one more. I believe that they would have talked to
I
Brandy.
don't not believe the Brandy like kissing Caroline and
No, I
Caroline's like,
believe that. I don't think they would have let Mander leave though. I think they would have talked to her.
but I think in like this climate, like where we are today, like people are much more aware of like being uber delicate about respecting people's space. And especially Caroline, who's an OG, is she's like, I'm uncomfortable. Like she might have been like, I want her to leave or something. And they're like, you know, we fucking finally have Caroline Manzo. Like, we're gonna let her go.
Yeah, but this is the shit that I've seen on TV. I'm just like, there's no way. I don't think that that's. I think that they would have asked her to leave the
Those
party.
are that's like what is being said.
We're talking about
So
Wendy throwing drinks at Mia, or Mia throwing drinks at like people smashing glasses. Like,
yeah, but during Caroline's time, the only thing that was like that was Teresa flipping a table and she like wanted nothing to do with it. So I believe it. Caroline's very old school. She's like, I don't want to do this shit. This is why I'm not on TV anymore. Like I this is beneath me.
well, let's get into the cities.
Let's get into the cities. I think those wrap up all of our questions.
We gotta get our time right and be concise.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Potomac.
Who do you believe? Do we believe that
Like
Wendy
thinking.
wanted Mia or Mia wanted Wendy?
I don't believe anything Mia says. I think Mia wanted Wendy. I think that I definitely could see like them like not wearing underwear and somebody saw something, but like
listen, who hasn't been drunk and like made out with a girlfriend or like, you know, been like, you're hot, whatever.
danced on a bar. Come on.
Yeah.
I
But
think
like
Mia's making it up and playing it up, and it's Mia. Mia is a liar and the worst.
yeah.
And I'm not like the biggest Wendy fan. Like I feel like Wendy falls on my list of indifferences. Um,
You're
but
indifferent towards her.
yes, but we're talking about credibility. I believe Mia.
100%. I don't know if you caught Candace on Watch What Happens Live and Andy asked her who was in like the hot seat basically at the reunion and she's like, oh, I don't know. And she's like, oh wait, you know what, Mia? And she was like, we were all laughing at her, not with her.
I did not watch the whole episode.
Yeah. So
how about us not hating Candace this year?
How about not us? Yeah. I didn't say that correctly.
Crazy. I actually
bananas.
liked her. I liked
bananas.
Her.
Yeah.
I think she was like kind of the voice of reason.
She was, which is very unlike her, but she still did her little shady digs. She didn't go below the belt. She's still commenting on people's appearances, which is fucking hilarious. It's not nice, but it's hilarious. Like calling that bitch Cookie Monster.
I don't associate with Sesame Street characters. I don't associate with them.
We also on that Watch What Happens Live episode, Brandy or Andy like highlighted her most iconic
comebacks.
Yeah. Yes.
What was on that one? Was the neck one?
Yeah. Goodbye. Oh, not today, neck. Not today, ankles. The other ones, I don't know that I would have picked, but I think that
I can't even remember them. Oh no, you froze. Hello, you're there?
Did I?
Hey girl. Do you remember any of the other ones?
No, I don't. I'm trying to think. Because I didn't think that they were like the iconic ones, but it was probably like
one was the Cookie Monster one. One was that. I like 3 of them were from this season. Because she used to suck. Okay.
Yeah.
We kind of blew up a little bit on our Instagram post for Juan Dixon. So his affair is true.
But the emphasis in the affair is true.
The emphasis on dick.
Well,
what you were going to say?
Yeah, I was. But apparently, so I didn't pay, obviously, for this to listen to her bullshitting. But a lot of people are like, yeah, a lot of people are upset that she omitted it on the show that she's getting paid to do. And she is now charging people to tell the truth about her life. It's like, everybody's like, this is so disrespectful to Bravo. This is so disrespectful to the audience. Like, we've been loyal fans of the show for 7 years, and you're going to pull this bullshit, especially when like you have no problem talking about Karen's alleged affair, sorry, and like everybody else's dirt, but like nobody can touch you. So that's kind of bullshit. And like I kind of agree with that sentiment. But from my understanding, she's still denying that there was actually like an affair. She's saying that they spoke. He got this girl a hotel room because she lost her wallet. They were just like chit-chatting, but that there was not really like an affair. So like I don't know that people buy that. I also don't know what she said on her Patreon, whatever it's called. But it kind of makes sense because if it was during the pandy and last season, remember she was like depressed and all this. So I don't know. I mean, where there's smoke,
If
there's
my
fire, and there's
boyfriend
a
bought
fuck ton of smoke.
If my boyfriend bought a girl a hotel room because she lost her wallet, that would be the end. That would be the end of that.
Yeah. So
did you see?
I don't buy it.
Did you see that?
But apparently Andy.
You won't stop talking.
I keep interrupting you. I know.
You're so annoying.
Okay, go.
I'm gonna say what you were about to say. Apparently Andy is interviewing her and they're adding it to the reunion. I don't know that this warrants it though. It's not like when they did it with Teresa and Joe sit down, but also it's like because this literally probably came out 2 weeks after or a week after they filmed. They filmed like not that long ago.
Yeah.
Those editors turned those around pretty quickly.
So here's my thing. Should Robin Dixon be asked to be back for next season? Yeah. What does Robin Dixon contribute to Real Housewives of Potomac? I'm curious.
Not much. I mean, she's an OG. So like there's that. But like, I mean, I think this year she's been more tame, but I do think like last year she had more of an opinion and talking about stuff
but she doesn't have anything going on. Her storylines have been that she's getting married to Juan, and now she's like got married off camera.
Well, why I want her back is because I want this to play out on because they'll be talking about
you want to see it.
They'll talk about this for 2 more years.
Right. So I disagree. I don't think that she should ask me back. I think that this was a huge like FU to Bravo by not talking about this. And I think that the producers and everybody are probably pissed off. Also, did you see a producer came out and said that Real Housewives of Potomac are like notorious for fabricating stories, and that before the season started, there was a group of girls who talked about like what the storyline's going to be and who they were going to like throw under the bus. And allegedly that's where the whole like Chris Bassett situation came about. Because if you think about it too, if you think about it too, what does Giselle bring to the table?
Giselle is messy.
She's messy. We don't know anything about her life.
Okay, who do you think deserves their cherry blossom?
I think Candace deserves a cherry blossom.
I think
Karen, she's redeemed herself this season. Or sorry, well, yes, Karen. I also think Candace. I think she's redeemed herself this season. Ashley, she lays it all out on the table. It's messy, but it's what we're here for. Yeah. I don't think Mia needs a cherry blossom branch. Wendy can have one. Let's give her another season, see what she does with it.
Right.
I don't know that Robin and Giselle deserve one anymore. I think that they have ran their course in reality TV. I'm bored. Yeah. I'm bored. Charisse most certainly does not deserve a cherry blossom branch. She thinks she's the grande dame. No way, my sis.
Speaking of being bored, you want to go to Salt Lake?
Oh, are you bored?
I'm so bored.
I super hijacked Potomac.
I know. Stop.
I just have a lot of feelings.
Salt Lake City, what a boring season of television to ever come out.
Yeah, it's very frustrating.
It was as boring as like season 4 or 5 of New Jersey that had those random ass twins. And then that one season of New York that had that Cindy girl.
It's like a fever dream.
And Atlanta, the year that they had Claudia. It's just weird.
Yes. This season of Salt Lake City could have been an email.
Really could have been an email.
It really could have been an email. It's frustrating that the women are more concerned about this like petty shit than like actually talking about Jen 100% being guilty. And even in the reunion, it was frustrated. Like a Jen has to have something on Meredith, or maybe Meredith is like implicated in some way, because she had no problem gloating about it, which is what Lisa said. And she's like, I wasn't gloating in the bathtub last season. And she's like, I'm not surprised, to now flying to New York for her trial, like still supporting her. She's like, yeah, she pled guilty, but like, let's see it play out. Maybe I'll feel differently when she's sentenced. And it's like, where's your,
What do you mean if she's
where's this
sentenced?
moral compass that you had last season? Did you lose it, sis? Is it not pointing north anymore? Oh no.
But you're upset with Lisa for saying that your family poses. But you're not mad at a convicted felon.
Correct.
A convicted felon. Orange does not look good on Jen.
No. Does orange look good on anybody? Oh, you look good
I would look good in orange.
You do. You got that tan skin, girl.
You're jealous.
I am.
I look beat as hell.
I thought you were going to say I look beautiful. I'm like, when?
No, I look beat as hell, dude.
Currently? Did you work late last night?
No, it's 20 degrees outside and my makeup is in my car. And if you think I'm going outside today, and
that's an icicle. Your foundation is no longer a foundation.
I was not going outside. I was actually going to clean my car out today. That was the fourth thing I was going to do.
It's like -12, or it allegedly feels like it's like -12.
Yeah. It feels no. Let me think of how I'm going to say this. When I was in Iceland, it was warmer than this.
Yeah, it's like that chilling, but the sun's out, so it's confusing.
Are the guns out?
No, my guns aren't out. But yeah, the season of Salt Lake could have been an email. Heather has suffered from like she had a great first season, and I think it went to her head, and she's just like knocked back. But I'm kind of over talking about Salt Lake, to be 100% honest. I'd be curious to see like how the group is holding up today, now that we know Jen's sentencing. So we can maybe get into that next week or something.
I want like a fast forward.
Yeah. Let's go to Miami where it's nice and warm.
Well, I was going to say Jen Shah goes in February 17th.
Yep.
We will be here. Yes, let's go. Let's go down to Miami's heat. There's nothing like it.
There's nothing like it.
We kind of talked reunion looks. Okay, Nicole Alexia. What do you think? Rude or not rude?
Alexia, the double standard with Alexia, right? And like Nicole's trying to apologize. Yeah, but Nicole was trying to apologize and saying like, listen, I didn't see it that way. And she's like, well, how do you not see it? Like, is that how you just like live your life? It's like, Alexia, you have made really shitty decisions as well, or like, this is like shitty comments. You didn't apologize to Adriana for not scrolling down. So it's just like the hypocrisy that's going on in Miami is like, I'm over it. And it's they're coming against the newbies because they know the newbies are good. And I think Alexia and Marisol feel threatened. I do feel threatened, like that they're not gonna be like the show favorite.
You froze again. You need to get a new computer.
I know.
They're threatened that what?
I think they're threatened that like these newbies are killing it and people are really enjoying them, that they think that they're like spotlight and their like devotion of the fans is going to be threatened. Oops.
So I think that Alexia's a hypocrite.
Yeah.
I don't like Todd at all.
But I don't like Anthony.
I don't either. Anthony's very condescending.
He's very condescending, but he's got a boat and a plane, man.
Yeah, exactly. But he's very condescending. He's incredibly like, oh, I'll send him flowers.
And he's getting involved in like ladies shit.
And so
like,
is
Russell and Steve were like just sat back, were eating their plátanos and like,
Steve is nobody. But I think that I don't like Todd more than I don't like Anthony.
I agree.
So there's that. So that's one. Number two is Nicole was brought into this group by Alexia. So if she's your friend and you're really upset about something, don't you tell her? But she was like, I was waiting for her to call me. But
But
meanwhile,
also, Nicole said
everybody
at the
was
end of that
screaming.
whole ordeal, why am I screaming?
No, everybody there was screaming. So it's like just Nicole. But she said it was just because she put the card down.
Yeah, which was rude. But Nicole
Incredibly.
said that at the end of it, at the end of this whole like legal luncheon, whatever, that they hugged and that they were fine. So and Nicole's like, in my mind, like I thought we were good.
Right.
Now, did she should have called Alexia? Probably, but she said that. Like that's why I'm really liking Nicole. She's taking accountability. She's actually listening to these women's feelings. If they're like, I'm hurt, Nicole's big thing is intention, and I appreciate that because in the moment it's easy to say, or it's easy to like forget about common sense, and we talk about it all the time. Like, oh, if you just would have said this, or if you would have done this, but in the
Right.
moment you're so heated you don't know. But it's all about intention, and I think that's Nicole's biggest thing. She's like, my intent was not to be to
Rude.
hurt you. Yeah, like was she being a little petty and a little bit of shady because Larsa's like threatening her career? Yeah, but that's merited. I'm sorry. Larsa did not get a slap in the wrist, any comment by Alexia or Marisol. But if Larsa did that to Alexia or Marisol, forget it.
And they're hypocrites.
They're hypocrites. And so Nicole is apologizing, like, that was not my intention. And if I hurt your feelings, I apologize. This is new information that I am learning that you are upset. So because I am an adult, I will apologize because I don't want to upset you. But then Alexia needs to be condescending and be like, oh, is that just like how you live your life? Like you just do that? Like that's normal for you? Because like if that's normal, then like you need help.
Yeah. Alexia, you need help.
Yeah. So I'm kind of over the dynamic duo of Miami as well.
I'm kind of into the newbies.
I'm kind of into the newbies as well.
I'm into the
Um,
newbies. I'm into Julia. I'm into Adriana, and I'm into Lisa.
yes. And then Marisol and Alexia were on Watch What Happens Live. And I didn't watch the whole episode, but I saw a clip on Instagram and they were like, the question was something along the lines of like, you guys are like mean to the newbies or something. And she was like, no, we love, um, who did she say? Gertie and Kiki. And Andy's like, okay, got it. So not Nicole. And then it was just like breezed over. But
Yeah,
they don't like
I'm
Nicole
Team
because
Nicole.
Nicole's not afraid of them. And I
I'm Team
appreciate
Nicole.
that. I'm Team Nicole.
Team Nicole. Woo. Okay,
Nicole for
well,
president.
with further ado, should we get into the trash bag of the week?
Yes, we probably have the same trash bag.
Ooh, you go first.
Juan Dixon.
Yes, Juan Dixon is my trash bag of the week.
We got Lenny and we got Juan. And it's trash day, baby.
These cheating men, go cheat on Monopoly. Stop cheating on your wives. And that's
literally. That's the tea. Would you have picked the same trash bag?
I would. That was correct. That was my trash bag. Second trash bag would have been Alexia Napola. Ooh.
Ooh. Who would my second trash bag be?
That's more like she's like a recycling because I know she'll come back to me. She'll come back to me. She'll get in my good graces again.
Listen, reduce, reuse, recycle.
Always and forever.
Always and forever. Who's my second trash bag?
Your second trash bag is
Honestly,
probably Mia.
No, I was thinking
Meredith.
that, but I think may I? Can I just, if I could just finish?
You are Dorit. You are so long freaking winded.
I'm winded. I think Anthony. I don't appreciate that he's getting into this like girl fight and he's being condescending.
That's a hot one.
Oh, do we have an unpops? Why don't you do the unpops? I've been hijacking this entire episode.
I don't know that.
Well, think of one.
Okay, sure. I have none. Unpopular opinion, Alexia is more of a pot stirrer than Marisol this season. Is that unpopular?
I don't know if that's unpopular, but it's accurate. So I'll give it to you. Thank you.
This is probably an unpopular opinion from season 1, but I stand Lisa Barlow, love her forever. And I knew that I could never say the words that I don't like her because I knew that at some point in my life I was going to love her, and I do.
So my thing with Lisa is I'm liking her more and more. I'm happy that she's standing her ground. But like in the reunion, Meredith is like attacking her. And these were big rumors that were spread about her and her marriage and her company or whatever. I wish that Lisa was more assertive when talking about it.
Yeah.
They're kind of walking all over her and she's kind of letting them. And it's sad.
Yeah, like I won't. If that was me, you'd be dunzo bunzo.
Like she's obviously upset, but she needs to be like more assertive and more mad and be like, you can't fuck with me, right? But she's not, and they're all talking over her and she's kind of letting them. So my wish for Lisa Barlow next season is to like let's get those balls a little bit bigger, girl.
Get in there because we got your back, Lisa Barlow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll see you in a bit. I'm gonna come over. Can we make hot dogs?
You're gonna have to get hot dog buns.
Okay.
And maybe hot dogs too.
Okay, so no. All right, well, maybe I'll bring some lunch over.
Ooh.
Maybe some Chick-fil-A.
My husband will die. He'll love that.
We'll talk about it. Oh, his order is a spicy chicken sandwich. Is it spicy? It's a spicy chicken sandwich.
He likes it spicy. He likes
Let me finish.
Spiciness.
Spicy chicken sandwich. I don't think he gets pickles, but he gets a side of barbecue sauce and fries with I want to say it's Dr. Pepper, but I think Tom is a Dr. Pepper.
No, you got it. Scott gets Dr. Pepper.
And he gets no pickles, right?
He gets no pickles.
No pickles, barbecue sauce. And do you know my Chick-fil-A order?
Your Chick-fil-A order is, yes, you get I don't think is yours spicy or no?
I don't know.
Yours is spicy, but you get cheese on it.
What kind?
Pepper jack.
Mm-hmm. And
then you get fries, and you don't get a lemonade. You get something weird.
I hate lemonade from
you
Chick-fil-A.
Get
unpopular opinion. I don't like Chick-fil-A's lemonade.
That's fucking insane.
It is too tart.
That is the craziest thing I've ever heard of in my entire life.
Unpopular opinion of week.
That's insane. Is Chick-fil-A where you get the blue Powerade?
Yes. Or I either get that or I either get fruit punch, or sometimes I want a soda and I get a cherry Coke. Favorite soda is cherry Coke or wild cherry Pepsi.
Cherry Coke, totally down for.
Slaps.
Fruit punch. The blue Powerade is like what serial killers get at fast food chains. No, it's so weird. Why with a chicken sandwich with cheese? That is so weird. I'm so wrong,
by the way.
I did. What is it?
No pickles.
Oh, no pickles.
Let's play this game real quick and then we'll leave. There are 2 foods in this entire world that I hate and I will never like, and I will never in my life eat anything that has this in it. And everybody at work knows it because I'm a psychopath and I talk about it every day.
Okay, it's pickles.
Pickles.
And the other one is it like a condiment you're saying? Like it goes with something?
We have recently talked about it in the past minute is the other one.
Oh, barbecue sauce.
Hate it. Won't eat anything with barbecue sauce.
I'm not a big barbecue sauce person either, but sometimes I get in the mood for a little barbecue. I'm like, I'll make a little pulled pork here.
So your Chick-fil-A order is
I go back and forth.
Yes, 9 out of 10 times it will be the Southwest.
It was like I literally when I was pregnant, I had this like 3 times a week. Go.
It is the Southwest chicken salad with extra dressing, salsa ranch, and then you come home and you open an avocado and you put the avocado in there. And then you guys sometimes got fries. You'll split some fries with your husband.
I need a large fry because that's like when I'm driving, I need like the little snack. And then when
you get a lemonade.
The salad. So it's like balance.
And you get a lemonade.
And I get the largest lemonade. When I was pregnant, I went through the Chick-fil-A drive-thru and I was like, do you guys do gallons of lemonade? And he's like, yeah, for catering. And I was like, can I order that now? And he was like, oh, yeah, let me see. And he's like, okay, we have it. He's like, it's going to take like 10 minutes because we have to like do this. And he was like, you can just park. Literally park.
You got a gallon?
I got a gallon. It was like $15 for a gallon of lemonade, but like it lasted 2 days here. So good.
All right. Well, with that being said, thank you so much for listening to episode 3 of season 2 of We Made It Nice. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram. We are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, and full episodes are now on YouTube. Subscribe, get in there, and we will see you next Sunday.